right. All right. So let me tell you about my friend Kathy. She's in need of your services, and she's been asking around, as we all do when we need somebody good, for a few people who she could interview, and you are lucky enough to be one of those 3 people. And your phone rings, and it's her, and she tells you that she's already heard of you, she's looked at your Facebook, your website, and she's interested in hearing more about what you do and how you can serve her. My question to you is, what is your reaction? Are you excited because you just know your pages just share your brilliance in your own wonderful, unique way? And you know you have a signature process to make her feel comfortable at hello, and that she's just going to naturally feel like opening up to you about all her problems and issues, and you just feel confident you are going to convey to her that you are the perfect person to help her and solve her problem? Or are you going, darn, I wish I updated those pages and I wish I had a few questions right now that I could ask her to do that? Do I have your attention? Yes. Okay. It's nice to see some familiar faces, some reoccurring faces, and hello to those of you who are new to me. If you're here and you're part of Andy's group, I know you're successful entrepreneurs, sales leaders, business owners. And I'd like to ask you, raise your hand please, if you would love to get 80% of your business from the phone ringing daily. Oh, good, I'm in the right place. I was a little worried about that. All right. So I'm glad to hear that because that's why I'm here. My name is Kim Kasparian. I'm the creator of a company called Success Genie LLC. I am known as a success mentor and growth coach, and I have the privilege of working with excited entrepreneurs who desire and sometimes require to make a 6-figure and sometimes 7-figure leap in their business within 12 months. What makes me unique and why people want to work with me is I do this in a unique way. We focus on peace in your spirit, joy in your heart, profit in your pocket all at the same time, which for some of us entrepreneurs, that's like rainbows, puppies, and unicorns, and we haven't seen one yet. So, and that's what I've spent the last 18 years doing. And I'm proud to say that I've been able to work with hundreds of entrepreneurials like yourself who have come into this industry, your industry or the entrepreneurial lifestyle, because you had visions of flexibility and financial freedom, and sometimes things didn't happen the way you planned along the way. That's why you have the Genie, because I help you get through, and we get it done by having fun. And I've also had the privilege of speaking before thousands of people like yourself, teaching them how to network beyond the business card to 6 figures. And people who have listened to me, even in just 20 minutes here, have gone on to do amazing things. So please raise your hand if you are looking forward to doing amazing things. And then, okay. Amen. All right, all right. Some of the clients that I've had the privilege to work with and speak for are companies that you might know, the UI, I call it the UI because I'm from Fairfield County. United Illuminating, for those of you who, who don't know who they are, Ceridian, Covidian, Northwestern Financial, many companies like that, a lot of smaller companies that you may not know about, but I've brought this story to them and I've had a lot of fun. For full transparency, I did not hatch out of an egg. It was not always this way. My journey to becoming who I am and teaching what I teach was not all wine and roses. I'm sure you can all say the same. For those of you who know me, Andy and people in this room do know me. Kim Kardashian, Keeping Up the Kardashians have nothing on me when it comes to drama and trauma. I could have my own reality show. I'm the first one to tell you I have more issues than tissues, more drama than a soap opera, and that's not just a tagline. Ask some people in the room. So when I started this journey, I was 27 years old, a couple years ago. And starting my life over, literally starting my life over, I had a wonderful business, but a car accident that was not my fault changed my life. I was out of work for a year and was in physical, had already a year of physical therapy, but the budget was gone. The body wasn't back, but the money needed to be made. And I chose, in my infinite wisdom or creativity or whatever, I chose to take a straight commission sales job because it was the only thing, sales was my background, but it was the only thing that I felt I could do and have make the money I needed to make and have the flexibility to do what was most important that time, which was physical therapy. Selling technology, which if you ask me, I still can't tell you how a phone or pager works, but if you wanted to save money and have the best phone for you, I was the girl. And I can remember it like it was yesterday, be giving a phone and a pager and a desk and told, make it happen, kid. And I had no clue. Half my family was already young and in corporate and had already been gifted a phone through their work. The other half was too old to know what a cell phone was. And to date myself, I'm talking the brick phones, like the, okay? So that was me. And I needed to make it happen that month because Mama liked to have money and have shoes on her feet and clothes on her back. And I didn't know anybody. We didn't have an advertising budget for individuals. We had a company budget, building a new territory. And I was like, what am I going to do? I said, let me try networking, right? So, and to do that, the company was existing. I had people who'd been there 10 years and everyone knew them. How am I going to make myself stand out? That was when the journey began. And what I learned real quick, the nice thing about having nowhere to go for a year, you have a lot of time on your hands. So I read a lot. In between therapy sessions, I read a lot. And I read people like Anthony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Mary Kay. Mary Kay was big, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right. And Zig really changed my life because he's really like dramatic like me. And he'd be like, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want automatically. And I'm like, I can embrace that idea. So I took that really seriously and I started my sales career with the company. And before I knew it, I had a whole network of people who I had helped. Sometimes I was the solution, sometimes I wasn't, but I was good at finding solutions for people. And all of a sudden I had a whole community of saying, hey, Kim, what do you need? How can I help you? Let me introduce you. And that's when the magic began. So that's why I am super passionate and I talk really fast. I'm of Armenian Italian descent. I talk really fast. I'm really trying to talk slow so you guys can get everything out of me. But when I get passionate, my hands start going, so forgive me. Networking changed my life. It gave me my life back. It gave me a life that I could, at that time, could only dream of. I told you I had more issues than tissues. The trauma still continued after that day. And what I've learned is I'm only one conversation away to whatever I need. You get to know me later, I'll tell you the details of it. It's pretty dramatic. But I'm here to tell you, whether you were with me like I was, starting over literally with nothing in my pockets, just a lot of hope in my heart, or you can buy and sell me 20 times and advertising budget is no issue to you. Networking can get you where you want to go. And whether it's your first 6 figures or you just like an extra couple zeros at the in your checkbook, networking can do that for you. And I'm here to share some things with you that might help you do that. So to make this fun, because I believe if it can't be fun, it can't be done. So I thought I'd put 3 mistakes that even the most articulate, wonderful people make when it comes to networking in a David Letterman style. Have you ever seen David Letterman back in the day? 10, 9, 8. Well, I only got 3, so it'll be short. But I want to share with you, I think it's sometimes easier to learn in a short amount of time when you talk about what people are doing wrong and then you tell them what they can do to avoid that. It's a fast way of learning.